Hello, hello again, everybody. This is Derek giving you a little taste of the good, the bad, the ugly, as I said I would do on my journey as an entrepreneur, leveraging AI and navigating some of the mixed emotions I have along this journey. As much as I benefit from AI, I'm also very keenly aware of some of its limitations. So, throughout this journey, I'll share with you those things as well. So, I shared recently that I'm coming out of hiding in terms of the work I've been doing, and I'm going to show you some of the things that I would do differently and that you can do now if you have a product idea, whether you work for yourself or work within a company. Some simple things you can leverage AI for that may not be obvious. And, you know, one of the key observations I've had is because knowledge and the ability to do these things is becoming much more readily accessible, it will get more difficult to assume you built some idea that other people can't copy. You have to assume that whatever you build can be copied. How you implement it could be unique, what community you implement it in, and different tactical things can be unique. Your strategic direction is something that you've got to think through. But just saying I have a great idea and you build it and they will come is going to be risky because you're going to be wide open to competition. So let me show you a quick example of something you can do with your own version of Gemini or ChatGPT or whatever your tool of choice is. So I have here the idea that I wanted some advice on how to put together a business idea and get from just an idea to something useful. And so I simply asked ChatGPT to play the role of a venture capitalist or somebody that's a mentor at a major incubator and to give me the checklist. Like, what are the things that I would need to do in order to validate that I have something and start building a business around it. And a lot of this stuff you can Google, you can find examples online. But what you can do when you have one of these chat assistants with you is you can give it each step and get feedback. So you might state a problem, tell it to ask you questions to really understand that problem, help you improve your problem statement. You can actually have it do market research. This is one of the benefits of paying for the higher upgrade of ChatGPT with its deep research. And so, yes, it is expensive. It's $200 a month. But if you have everything laid out, you pay for 1 month, and I'm sure you can get more value than you would if you had to outsource some of that work. And that's one of the dilemmas in this journey is, am I helping myself or am hurting the ecosystem of potential partners that I would work with? What I would say is a little bit of both. I am helping myself, and some of the easier projects that might have been there for the partners in the ecosystem are going to disappear, but there are going to be opportunities for you to add value above and beyond what ChatGPT could do. So my recommendation is learn how to use it if you are a consultant, if whatever your skill set is, and start to take note of where it has strengths and where it has weaknesses, and then you build your business around the areas where these things have weaknesses. So as I mentioned, I go through here, it gives me a little bit of a game plan based on what its understanding of a successful business idea to execution path would look like. And again, nothing crazy, but if you're coming from nothing, no background in the space, it really helps you get going. The next thing I do that I think is pretty cool is I often will have the the chat bot essentially create a focus group. So in the case of Echo Solutions, I'm building something to help suppliers and buyers and supply chain. So I'm like, okay, well, yes, I have access to some people, but I don't have access to every persona that I could imagine. So I literally encourage the tool to come up with personas for me and give them attributes and things that they care about, and then as part of that persona, I will um, tell them to give me feedback. So in this journey, I not only created these different personas, I also told them to evaluate my project plan and give me feedback, things that they thought were positive, things they thought were negative. And these are good things to have in mind as I start showing people the product. I can also get ideas on how to answer potential rejections, how to build my product roadmap. And again, nothing in here is guaranteed to be perfect, but it's an amazing way to get a head start when you have an idea. And before you start spending money on building something, you do a few of these thought exercises. And, you know, if you don't have a background in product development, something like this could take you weeks, whereas now you could probably do it in a weekend. So that's the tip for the day. Leverage these tools, use them to create focus groups, use them to create a project plan, and input your status and your update into that plan, and have fun. And I hope that is helpful. And until the next time, keep grinding. Holler at me if you need any help.